Fellow Felchers, Star Command here. Alrighty, I've been smoking a bit of gunja again and opening up the third eye in the crown chakra, and I just fucking soaked the house in myrrh and frankincense smoke. So I'm fucking flying high now. But I'm going to spend the next 2 weeks studying genetics because we're going to need super fighter pilots, male and female, and I've got to make the gods like and angels and all sorts of things, man. So I'm going to make super soldiers, super fighter pilots, and Star Command. I think I'm going to use lesbian women for my soldier women and fighter pilots. Lesbian women to be the mothers, and I'm going to get sperm probably from a couple of people that I know, and genetically modify our DNA and our sperm. Give better eyes, better hearing, more mind power, and create these fucking gods, mate. And angels. Woo! And we're going to make this battle cruiser emit. And I'm going to have all my scientists working on this battle cruiser in the future of the world, all fucking smoking ice, smoking ciggies, smoking hash, taking heavy sleeping tablets at night to sleep, and give them downers to come off their highs while they're at work, and so they can sleep. And I'll make sure they eat and take calcium so their teeth and bones won't fucking rot out. And I'll get them so fucking high their crown chakras will be booming. But and then we hit the stars, and I'm going to make this new ecstasy for the aliens, because aliens don't necessarily need spaceships, guys. An alien energy form can come down to Earth and say g'day. Well, the 4 archangels, earth, wind, water and fire, are energy. They don't need spaceships, man. They're here. So we're going to build a big, massive triangle, a massive one like a pyramid, made out of gold. And this metal that I'm going to make a spaceship out of, we'll make it out of that. And I'm going to put crystals in it, massive crystals, the Earth's best crystals that we got. And I'm going to pump frequency 224, 448, 712, 936 and 1200 into the crystal in the middle. And you go in there and you relax and enlighten yourself. And I'm going to have this ecstasy this new ecstasy that I'm creating through changing the genetics of a sassafras tree, the saffron plant, and the ginkgo biloba, the 3 plants you use to make ecstasy. I'm going to soak those seeds into crushed up cocos bulb juice and change the genetics and make a new form of ecstasy. And we'll give it to the aliens, and as we cruise through space, because I'm a radio star as well, I gotta keep my radio show going. So every morning, being the captain of the Star Battle Cruiser Emit, I'm going to have a radio show for 2 hours and talk to me crew, get them all out of bed, fucking throw music on, tell them what's going on for the day, tell them what's going on for the week. I'm going to fucking rock it, man. I'm going to hang out with fighter pilots and fucking get on the terps and take drugs with them and party on, man. It's going to be good, and we're going to cruise the stars. And we're going to save all the animals on the earth. There'll be no more No more hurting any animals. We'll have our domestic animals, but we're going to have a new way of killing them. I don't like it when they shoot a big fucking bit of metal through their brain. I think that's too stressful for them. So we'll put the bastards to sleep with a needle, and to stop the heart, or put them to sleep and then stop the heart. I think that's the best way to kill beasts. And we'll save all the... There'll be no more knocking down any bloody more trees except for what we've planted. And we're going to use hemp from now on to make paper, toilet paper, clothes. So we'll get rid of the cotton industry. They can start growing hemp. And we'll use it. No more old growth forests will get cut down to make wood chips to make paper. We'll make it out of hemp. And once you grow a hemp crop, it takes 3 months, and it actually puts good stuff back in the soil, so the farmers growing their products or their farm stuff, they won't need so much fertiliser, and we won't be getting sick from it, because the marijuana crop puts puts something back in the ground that fucking... what's it called? I just had it on the tip of my tongue. It'll come to me. But another thing we're going to do is we're going to build desalination plants around the nation on the ocean edge. And we're going to have big water systems set up to pump inland. So no more animals are going to die of thirst. No farmers going to suffer. And we're going to... all our lawn clippings, we're going to have big containers set up in the streets. One every street, or 2, depends how big the street is. And we put our lawn clippings in them, and then every 3 days we take it to a factory, and we produce feed for the animals, the livestock. This comes from the cities, so they won't starve to death from a drought anymore, and they'll have water from the desalination plants all over the country, and we'll stop taking water out of the river systems and fucking it all. And I'm going to make a rule: if you're caught killing an animal not to eat, then you'll be burnt at the stake, because I like my animals. But we've got a big job to do, because it's like this. When the government come and saw me when I was 31 in Tasmania, they said, "We're picking up your brainwave." I said, "Who, fucking me?" And they said, "Yeah, you mustn't have watched enough television." So I was like, "Yeah, righto, whatever." Scared the fuck out of me. They said government want you to settle down. So yeah, righto, no worries. That means stay in one spot, because I was on the move all the time. But it's pretty simple. It's in the Bible, the Alpha and the Omega. I am the Alpha and the Omega. It's just like being 3-1 Alpha, like when I was a signalman in Somalia. My brainwave is a signal, and it goes out into space, because they can hear my voice. They always say to me, "It's your voice we can hear." You know, they're always saying that in me fucking head. And they ask me lots of dumb shit. But if I'm a Time Lord and a starship captain, it's already made. I've already created it all. But they can't get involved until I've actually done it, because this is the first take. This is like the first take of the movie. Or it could be the second take. I'm trying to work it out, but they can't interfere with my life until I create it all. Well, pretty much, yeah. But they're there. I can talk to them on Facebook, because they're in the future. But that's just a spit out you got to come with. But I am the Alpha and the Omega. That is my call sign that's going out to space, my conscious thoughts, or my signal. And you could say I got a diamond in my head, in my pineal gland. And Yeah, with the crystal in your head. That's why fluoride, that's why they got us taking fluoride. So, your pineal gland crystallises, and with your left and right hemisphere of your brain and the energy in your body, you're a walking crystal radio set, so they can listen into your head. That's the big plan, man, with the TV and fluoride, man. So fucking, we'll get rid of the fluoride in the country. I'll fucking nail that on the head, don't worry. Because I want our people to be free, man. I'm going to save 9 billion people on this planet. Stop all war, genocide, murder. Get rid of tyrants, fucking the rich. I'm going to come down hard on the rich. I'm going to give them options. And another big thing is the magnetic flip. So that's about to come, and when that happens, that could pretty much destroy us. I think that's actually the apocalypse. So I was going to get all the armies of the world and helicopters and start practicing to move away from the oceans, and especially start watching Yellowstone National Park, because if that sucker goes up, America's fucked. Yeah, and we start preparing for this magnetic flip. I was thinking we could catch it if we lay across north-south all these big magnetic ropes, or metal rope that are all magnetized, electromagnetized, and as the magnetic flip happens, we could catch it, let it speed up to 20 kilometers an hour, and then catch it, hold it, slow it down, and then let it start again. And we could let this happen slowly instead of fast, and creating earthquakes and tidal waves. But there is something down the South Pole, man, something under the ice that the aliens, I think, can stop magnetic flips with, but it probably needs a crystal. But we'll work all that shit out, man. Alrighty, well, I think I've got to make Earth as well. I've got to go back in time and with my battle cruiser and make Earth. So I've got to go and study black holes first, because the metal that I've created for the spaceship, we can fly through a sun and come out a black hole somewhere in the galaxy, and we can go into black holes and into other dimensions. So I've got to have a strong hull. And our fighter jets as well be made out of this metal. But I put that on Facebook. I was off my chops when I did it, dressed up as a fucking professor. So, and that's how we make the metal for the ships. But yeah, a lot of work to do. So if I got to create the Earth in 7 days and then rest with the crew on the Emit, then I think we can pull this off, ladies and gentlemen. So we got a lot to do, if you know what I mean, and if the government's fucking listening to this, then you know what we gotta do, because I'm sick of the rich fucking over the poor. They've dug all these dums, they're called dums, about 500 deep military installation bunkers all over the world. There are a couple in Australia, and that's where the rich all plan to hide. But that's a dumb idea, because I live like that as well and got ready for the apocalypse, and scared the fuck out of me, and I acted like an idiot. But I'm going to change the Bible. We're going to win, man. We're not going to fucking... Jesus didn't come here to fucking kill yous all and go, hey man, I'm the boss. He come to save your asses. I'm not Jesus. Jesus is Jesus. I'm just a fucking Sean, a King's advisor. I'm just the messenger man. Hey? But, yeah, so we got to create Star Command. I'm going to kind of not go with NASA. I've thought about it. I might have one bloke from NASA come over and hang out with us. Because, NASA's my initials backwards, Arsene. And, yeah, so they'll have a lot of shit we can borrow off them, a lot of technology, but I'd rather get it from the aliens and jump that silly bloody monkey attitude to what we got now, and fucking too much safety equipment, fucking not enough. That's why we got to get the thinkers together and give them ice and fucking ciggies and hash and really fucking study them, man. And I'm going to go into the loony bins and pull out the best as well, because a lot of loony people aren't fucking loony, especially schizophrenics. They got a special hotline to the files. What are they called? These files that exist of every movie ever made, every atom, every pixel, all through the galaxy. The something records. Yeah, and I think people in nut houses are actually very special people, because I toured them 15 times in 18 years I've been in. Longest stint I did was 3 months, man. But I know what it's like to be locked up for being a genius. And, yeah, they can't help you, man. They just feed you full of fucking tablets and, yeah. But with becoming a bit of a genius, you get a lot of depression. It's just the way it goes, because you get mania on your highs, and that's when you're capable of coming up with all this madness, all this really fucking hot, holy shit, and talking to God and fucking, or to the gods, because there are more than one God, man, but there is one true God who does judge, and his name's Anu. He's tattooed on my arm on the Liberty Bell. So fucking, yeah, Anu judges, so he has the right to judge. So there you go. Alrighty, guys. Well, I'm looking forward to your videos, because everybody I've ever met in my life was for a reason. Everything happens for a reason, man, and you got to accept that. There are no such things as synchronicities. And people you used to know in prior lives come back into your life, in your other lives. It's karma. And that's the way it works. It's very karmic. So if you're a good cunt, good things will happen. If you're a fuckwit and was a cunt in your prior lives, you'll probably have a lot of bad shit happen to you that's not groovy. So, yeah, but everybody I've ever met is karmic. It's karma. Thou trespass against us and lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thy is the kingdom, the power and the glory forever and ever. Amen. All right, guys, let's get into space.